All right, surface area of composite solids. If we have a cylinder on the bottom with a cone on top, so your cylinder would be going back around like that. The base of the cone would be the top of the cylinder. This is going to be slant height, and this is 3 feet, this is 4 feet, the height is 2 feet. Okay. All right, so this would have to also be 4 feet. All right, we're gonna find the surface area. But what you guys need to remember, which we already talked about, is only the outside faces or edges, right? Because if you think about this, you have a circle under the cone and you have a circle on top of the cylinder. Those, it's surface area is what you could touch if you were holding that figure. We wouldn't be able to touch the bottom of the cone or the top of the cylinder because those are covered, okay? So not the bottom of the cone or the top of the cylinder. Okay, so if we were going to find the surface area of a cone, the formula for that is pi r squared plus, whoops, that's a hashtag, plus pi r slant height. Now, what is this? If this is the cone, right? This is the bottom, this is the circle on the bottom, and this is the formula for the rest of the cone. So we just said we don't want the bottom of the cone, so leave out the pi r squared, right? So with formulas, like, you really do want to just understand what is being represented, and that way you can use the part of it that you need. So for the surface area of the cone minus the bottom, we're just going to do pi r L, right? Now I want you to look at that triangle up there. This is going to be a right triangle. We need the slant height though, so you're going to have to do Pythagorean theorem in order to find that slant height. Get 9 plus 16 or 25, and if we square root both sides, slant height would have to be 5. Okay, so surface area of the cone is going to be pi times the radius, which is 4, times the slant height, which is 5. So surface area of the cone is 20 pi. I'm going to leave it in terms of pi, just makes it a little bit easier to work with later. All right, surface area of a cylinder, its formula is 2 pi r squared plus 2 pi r h, okay? But again, we don't want one of the circles. We don't want the top circle. This right here says 2 times pi r squared. This is the area of one of the circles, but there's 2 of them. So we don't want both of them. We only want one, so we're only going to do pi r squared, right? Now 2, just one of the circles, the bottom circle, plus the 2 pi r h. That's going to be the curved edge. All right, so let's plug in what we know. So we have pi, the radius of the cylinder is 4, so pi times 4 squared plus 2 times pi. The radius again is 4, and the height of the cylinder is 2. So the height is 2, the radius is 4. Okay? All right, so we get 16 pi plus another 16 pi. or 32 pi. That's the surface area of the cylinder. So total surface area then would be the cone, which is 20 pi, plus the cylinder, which is 32 pi, and all together then 52 pi feet squared. Okay, so main thing, just figure out, use the formula for the different shapes that have been put together, but you got to make sure you don't include any of the surfaces that are being touched. So if you had like two rectangular prisms and you had something on top of one of them, like just a smaller one, okay, you would have to not include the bottom base of that smaller one, but also that particular area of the whole top of the bigger one. So again, any surfaces that are touching, you have to subtract those out of the total area. Okay, that's it.